Well, it's two main issues, Joe and Jacqueline. It's not enough workers and still a supply shortage. All this deep into the pandemic. Take this restaurant here in Henderson, Spaghetto, for example. They're closed Mondays and Tuesday. Ideally, they like to be open 6 days a week, but it's largely because some of those same problems. Live music and the illusion of normalcy, as restaurants have spent the last 4 months with no major COVID restrictions. But it doesn't mean the challenges have changed.
I think that's kind of been the biggest shock, is that, the workforce hasn't returned. The supply chain continues to be a problem. So restaurants are just struggling right now.
Nearly 80% of restaurants surveyed by the National Restaurant Association say they've seen sales drop over the last few weeks, largely from Delta variant concerns. And it found many owners feel they're in worse shape than early summer.
You have a good week, you have a bad week. So we just hope to be more stable with our business and have more people in a weekly basis.
Owner of Spaghetto, Nicola Lindsay, is still waiting for that stability at his Italian restaurant off Eastern, both with customers and finding enough employees, which has forced them to have shorter hours.
It's keep changing, go up and down in a way. You have a moment that looks like everything is going back normal, and then suddenly you feel like that the epidemic is still in a full race,
Alexandria Daslich with the Nevada Restaurant Association says there are more people eating out now, but that doesn't solve all of the problems.
The more demand you have, that just puts further strain on, those few employees who are working.
If these same problems persist, what will that mean?
The industry continues to be in dire straits. The industry has continued, it's such a tourist and customer facing industry where you're interacting constantly. So with the Delta variant, that's not something that is taken lightly.
And the National Restaurant Association is calling on Congress now to add to the $28 billion restaurant revitalization fund. And they say that many restaurants have been left out of some of those funds that dried up very quickly earlier on in the pandemic. Reporting live, I'm Drew Andre, Fox 5 News, local, Las Vegas.